I'm a lost boy. I'm a prodigal son. To come to this moment tomorrow and know that my first record is coming out is pretty surreal. It's a very surreal feeling. These songs mean a lot to me, and just the whole concept of this whole album coming together, from Lost Boy, feeling lost and being like not knowing what's gonna happen with life, and wanting something different, and telling that prodigal son story, going through the whole entire record to the end of it, dealing with like the strained relationship between me and my mother, and talking about that, and being vulnerable, and writing about that, to where on the very end of the record, playing Amazing Grace, kind of talks back to that lost boy, saying like, yeah, I once was lost, but now I'm found. It just, for me, it's a great milestone for me to move on to the next chapter of my life, the next chapter of me as an artist. It's pretty cool to look back, to see everything that happened to lead up to now. It makes tomorrow, which is when I'll perform this record for the first time in front of a crowd, it's pretty surreal. It makes it all feel more special for me.
It's a big day, bro. We were waiting for this day for 5 years.
I'm done. Check. Whoa, I'm hot. Check 1, 2.
My name is Manny. I've known Josh for about 6 years now, and the first time we met was pretty interesting. I came to one of his shows. A friend invited me to one of his shows, and I loved the music. It was like nothing I've ever heard, and I emailed him and I was like, hey man, like I want to play for you. I'm interested in playing for you, and he totally rejected me. Like he was not having it. He was kind of like, nah, we're good, but you know, we could link up or something. And I don't even know how we ended up linking up, but eventually we linked up, and it's been magic from there. We've been working together for about five years now. Josh just has a way of creating music that's not normal. He has his own sound. He has his own way of approaching different styles, and I'm really excited for everybody to hear what we all came up with.
The hard ones, my cause. I cheated, and I lied. Oh, I didn't even try.
So, my name is Jake Barker. I was on The Voice 4 years ago, and Josh Howard was my roommate, actually. And you know, a lot of people don't know how that show really works out, but they basically put us in a hotel room where it's a hotel room. There's a bed here and a bed here, so we slept like 3 feet away from each other. So it kind of forced us either to love each other or hate each other. And lucky for both of us that we got along quick. And he's been a brother to me. And when he called me up and told me his project was coming out, it wasn't even a question in my mind. I had to come down and show him support.
Love you the way I should. Had I tread softly.
I'm stoked for him. This project really is an amazing project. It's his heart, and you can tell, you know, with every lyric, with everything in it, with every note he hits, you can feel the passion behind it, and you can tell this is his baby, and he's taking good care of it, and I'm excited for him. It comes out at midnight, and I'm hoping everybody goes and listens to it because it's phenomenal. It really is.
Things will be alright. And I tread softly. Oh, yeah. You would still be mine. Still be mine.
We'll cut it and we'll go. I was gonna say maybe keep that going, but we're gonna do that for moving on. So we'll just cut it. I'll talk a little bit. Say we got 2 more, and then we'll go into moving on. Let me see if this is right.
Sorry about that. That won't happen.
Nah. So this will start with me. Once he counts me in, he'll start with just me with the guitar part.
Late in the evening, I'm sitting right alone, penning the words to one sad love song.
My name is Dwayne Brown, man. I've known Josh about, met Josh, I want to think 2011, 12-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. Before he actually even started recording, he was still in college, actually, matter of fact, in school. And I met him through some mutual friends of mine, some younger musicians, and I watched him grow. And he's came a long way since I've known him.
Son, feel you got, stop holding on, wasting time. Life's already hard to live it right, live it all. But you made me.
But he's a special young man. I knew it then when I met him, when I first heard him, some of his material, I knew he was going to be great. He had something with him. I'm proud of him. Definitely one of his biggest fans, whether he know it or not, behind the scenes sort of kind of way. And he's a blessing. He's a blessing.
A lot of my songs are really sad. So it's like you listen to the music. I've had conversations with people all the time about like just understanding my music and where to find the hope in it. But mainly it's like I write songs from certain places that I'm in, and they're like my milestones that like I can look back on. I've been wanting to release this particular record for like the last 4 years, and a lot of things fell through for it to finally come to where it is now. There is nothing that I did. I honestly do believe it's all like divine appointments by God that kind of made certain things happen. And that's coming from someone who struggles a lot with his faith, but I feel like the record was meant for now. Even though there's sad songs, I do want to offer hope in a way that that even though you may go through hard things, it doesn't have to define you, and you can do something with those things. Like there can be beauty made out of chaos. And with these songs, a lot of them come from sad times in my life, but I look back at the songs and I feel happy about what came from that. Like even if nothing really changed with something, something changed in my heart with just writing that song and seeing it come to completion. Like, I don't look at that same sad moment the same, because out of it came this beautiful song. So
I don't wanna live like a motherless child.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Howard, Josh Howard's brother. Really excited to be here today to celebrate my brother's album release. It's just cool to see the project develop. My brother always calls me every time he writes a song. He's excited and he calls me up and wants me to, like, hounds me to listen to it and give him feedback and listen to the lyrics. And there's a lot of special songs on this track, and just to see like the progression of where they came from, the idea, and watch the idea grow into an actual song, and then to be able to hear it live. It'll be a special moment for my family just to all be present today and listening to him.
You've given me a gift of writing and these songs for a reason, and for this time. I've been trying to write this record for 5 years.
Thank you.
5 years.
Praise you. Praise God. That's what's up.
You made this happen right now.
Yes, Lord. Touch him. Touch him.
I don't know why, but I'm excited for whatever is happening.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Big night, man. It's your night. It's our night. It's not my night. It's our night, guys.
Sorry. You're not to be sorry. You would be.
You guys can kill it tonight. No, I'm serious.
Love you, man. I'm your biggest fan, believe it or not. I'll tell you. I am. All right? Trust me. I'm here with you, all right? Yeah, I got you. Thank you, man. I got you. All right?
Love you.
My name is Michael. I am Josh's dad, and we're here tonight. Really excited about the EP, and I know the heart that it comes from, and I'm just really appreciative to be here tonight and see yet another I guess milestone for him. The amount of passion he's put into the writing of the songs and some of the meaning behind all of it. It's just really important to see this come to fruition for him. It's been a long journey, and it's not the end of the journey. It's just one of those steps that you make toward another step. Father, I pray for my son. I pray for your mercy and your grace to exude over him, God. And I pray that you use the music, the chords, the words, all of it, oh God, to touch, oh God, and to bring life, oh God. Father, even to himself, oh God. I pray even as he's out there, oh God, that he recognizes that although there are a lot of faces, God, yours is the only face that matters, oh God. You are his audience, oh God. You are his audience, oh God. Thank you so much, God. We honor your presence. We honor your presence. In Jesus' name. Amen.
But it won't. No, it won't. Yeah. Won't make you feel right.
All right, so I have two stories to tell. The first one I'm going to talk about is the night that I met Josh and the night that I met Manny. I had a gig at the Tin Angel. I was playing drums with this guy named Andrew Jude, and I was late for my session, coming from my session, late for the show, and the back door was locked, and they make you load up through the back, and so you're not like walking through like this intimate audience, with all this equipment. And it was locked because I was late. So I walk in all frazzled. I'm late. I just got yelled at. And I open the door and you hear a pin drop. And Josh and Manny are on stage. So the guy that I was playing with, his name's Andrew, he's like up at the bar and he turns around and he's just like, yo, the dude's awesome, man. So the guys did their set, and I'm not one to take my card out and just walk up to somebody and be like, I'm a producer, I want to work with you, and at the studio, you should come out. but I had no shame that night. I gave it to Manny. Manny gave it to Josh. And at the time, I was working with another Voice alumni, Matthew Schuller, at the studio. So he knew of my name, knew of the studio. And we decided to continue the conversation. We went down to South Street and had some cheesesteaks and hung out till like 2, 3 in the morning that night. And the rest is history. Like a couple months later, he called me up. He's just like, I'm going to take you up on your offer. And here we are, a year later, over a year later. We started October the 27th. That was our first day of recording. And here we are. So congrats.
I'll wait for no one, but I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I know you said that it's over, but I'm missing you. I know you're missing me too, girl. I know you're missing me, baby.
If there's a lesson or something I want people to get from the music is really my heart at the same time, but it also like I want people to be able to connect in a way where they're experiencing the artist and or music that is honest, that is willing to go to the places that people really are in.
Now I see my waterfall.
With Tread Softly, it's based from a poem by W.B. Yeats, where the author is saying to a person that he's given them everything he has, which is not much, but he's asking that person to tread softly because he treads on his dreams.
I played not lost. Your heart was my cost. I cheated, not lied. Oh, I didn't even try. Had I tread softly.
I wanted to write a response to that poem because when I think of my life, I used to always feel that I just felt like I was always capable of hurting somebody. I thought about like responding to someone that had laid out everything and realizing like and just a response in that poem if someone hadn't tread softly and what they would say, and so that became the kind of center point of the record where you'll hear "Forgive My Faults" actually stated in that song.
Had I tread softly, things would be alright. Had I tread.
So we got two more for you guys. It's the last two on the record. These songs are very, very special to me. This next one's called Moving On. Hope you guys enjoy.
Late in the evening, I sit and write alone, penning the words to one sad and lonely song. Lost in what it was, we began to dream. Our dreams were paper thin and folding at the seams. So I'm in my home, and after what's said and done, I'll be moving on. Yeah, I'll be moving on.
I don't feel relieved that the record is done. I feel excited because it's like a new beginning. To finish this record, knowing everything that it represents, I feel excited for what lies ahead of it.
Is it like a chapter in your life you've completed and now you can tell that story?
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing I think is beautiful about songwriters. It's like all chapters in our lives, and we can look back on those things and move past everything.
She won't make you feel right, yeah.
I think an artist you'll probably hear me be compared to a lot is probably Beyonce.
The thought goes through your head about sneaking around some other woman's bed.
And the idea of this poem, the writer is saying,
So you say, I'm sorry, honey.
shut up!
Going home, have
You.
a good night.
Jesus always looked like a rocker in my mind. I grew this beard for Jesus. All things Jesus. So thanks, guys.
Do that one over.
I can't do that one. You gotta take it. Nope, not doing it again. Nope, it's not gonna happen again. That moment happened, and it's staying happening.